Hi everybody, yeah, it's us again. Welcome to yet another one of these. You recognize him. Looking pretty good, isn't he?
So that I am, thank you.
It's the Big Mac I love. Mac Engel, I'm Mr. Randy, and we're just kind of, getting ready for the summertime, cruising through the local jock kingdom. Let me ask you this, Big Mac. We have a situation now at Valley Ranch that I think is unique. Maybe historically unique to our vast local sports scene. That would be Tony Romo has become the assistant owner.
Does he have more power now than Roger?
Troy, Dirk. We're going
Dirk's
way
got
back.
a lot.
All right, but let's just look at it right now.
Has a player, this is even bigger, has a player been given more power than Jerry has given Tony these past couple of months in this area? That includes Nolan when he was a pitcher back in the late 80s when the Rangers built him a statue and he never played here before.
I think you're wrong on that. The most powerful guy with the Rangers, most powerful player, Alex Rodriguez by far. He was.
Yeah, you're right.
He was.
Was it Alex or was it Scott Boras, his agent?
Well,
they
either
were
one
and
of
the
them.
same.
Yeah,
they
right.
were one and the same.
That was Tom Hicks. He sitteth at the right hand of Tom Hicks. Right now, we've got one guy here. Dirk doesn't want it. He could be sitting at the right hand of Mark Cuban.
Let somebody else do it.
He doesn't want it. The Troy Aikman thing, Troy tried to use it, but you know what? There were so many on that team that were so good that Jerry was listening to about 5 or 6 of them. There were about 6 assistant owners.
Then go back, just for historical purposes, Randy, go back in your vast bank of knowledge and experience that has not been since erased by the good people from the Miller Brewing Company, and tell me who in the Landry days, what players in the Landry days had this much power and responsibility?
Nobody. You did not have
so that structure was
you didn't have
the fedora was here and the players were here.
Yeah, absolutely. You did not have an assistant owner. You didn't have an assistant coach among players, much less an assistant owners.
Did you have an assistant coach among the assistant coaches?
Now, the thing that we now see with Tony Romo with that contract it
wasn't just the contract, Randy. It was what Jerry said afterwards and implied and inferred, which is, here, you need to help us out more, right?
Yeah, and the other part was, I'm giving you all this money. I know you hadn't done a dang thing as far as a championship here,
right,
but I'm going to give you all this money anyway. And as Jerry said, when you give a man $100 million, then you expect him to have vast input. Jerry, the only problem with that is when you give a player $100 million, they have bestowed rings and Lombardis or any of those other world championship trophies. You give a man that much money because they've already done it for you. Now you got this. Tony sits at the right hand of Jerry. Red J, you're way over there. Stephen?
Well, depends
number one
on the
son,
day. Right.
You're in the background too.
Okay, but Randy, you've covered professional sports now for 365 years. Do you believe that owner Tony Romo Jones, hyphenated Romo Jones, is that a good thing for the Dallas Cowboys?
No, it's an awful thing.
I think I agree with you.
I'm into the.
Was it better than Jerry in the unobstructed power?
I was just going to say I'm into the Flacco theory. Hey, and it's very unusual. He earned it, pay him.
Yeah,
but you made him earn it, and Flacco said, "I'm going to prove to you."
Yep.
Now that's the greatest world of all.
Great.
We know it doesn't happen that much, but and we all know this happens, though, Mac. When a player becomes more powerful than the head coach, it goes on without a doubt.
Sure.
But it is never a good thing. Tom Brady's not more powerful than Bill Belichick.
No.
There's no way. Hey, as good as Drew Brees has been,
he's not bigger than Sean Payton.
He's not bigger than Sean Payton. So if you look at the good organizations, the players, like in the NFL, are not more powerful than the
You're
head
right.
coach.
So now you're saying is that Tony, here's Jerry, here's Tony, here's somebody else, Steven, Jason Garrett.
You hope Jason Garrett,
yeah. Rowdy.
That ain't going to work.
But you know what, though? Even if it did, even if that contract hadn't happened, didn't matter.
We'll end it right there. It's going to be the same old thing.
8-8, baby. I can't wait.
I hate to agree with you. We're back next week for more